Welcome to our channel, where history comes alive through the remarkable stories of individuals who've changed the course of our nation. Today we explore the extraordinary life of Major General Smedley Butler, an American war hero, a decorated Marine, and later one of the most outspoken critics of the military-industrial complex. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we'll dive into his incredible military achievements, and also uncover a lesser-known aspects of his post-service activism and personal pursuits. Get ready to learn about a man whose legacy extends far beyond the battlefield. Born in 1881 in Westchester, Pennsylvania, Smedley D. Butler grew up during a time when America was rapidly evolving. Facing poverty in his youth, Butler's early life was defined by struggle and determination. Like many of his peers, he sought a way out of hardship, and he found that in the military. At the age of 16, Butler enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps, a decision that would set him on a path to becoming one of the most decorated Marines in American history. His natural aptitude, dedication, and sheer grit propelled him quickly through the ranks. Butler's early years in the Corps were marked by rapid advancement and intense training. He embraced the harsh realities of boot camp, rigorous physical challenges, and the mental discipline required for a life in uniform. His background, though humble, became the foundation for a career defined by courage and perseverance. Smedley Butler's military career spanned several decades and multiple conflicts. It was during these tumultuous times that he saw active combat in places like Veracruz, Haiti, and the Philippines. His courage and commitment to his men earned him 2 Medals of Honor, the highest military decoration in the United States, which the only other Marine to achieve this is Dan Daly. In Veracruz, 1914, Butler led his men through fierce urban combat with unwavering determination. Later, his actions in Haiti during the 1915 interventions proved equally heroic. Butler's medals don't just symbolize acts of bravery, they are a testament to a career marked by relentless duty and sacrifice. But Smedley Butler was more than just a combat commander. Even as he achieved professional success, he began to question the nature of the conflicts in which he fought. He, first-hand experience on the front lines, gradually sparked a deep internal conflict about the true purpose of war. Although he was celebrated as a hero, Butler's later reflections reveal a man who struggled with the ethics of military intervention. His service was not only about courage in battle, it was also about leadership, strategic thinking, and an uncompromising commitment to his fellow Marines. His military leadership set standards for excellence that still inspire service members today. After decades of military service, Major General Smedley Butler embarked on a new and unexpected chapter of his life, one that would challenge the very system he once served. In retirement, he transformed from a celebrated war hero to a fierce critic of the military-industrial complex and the economic forces that drove the United States into conflicts. In 1935, Butler published his groundbreaking book, War is a Racket, in which he argued that wars were not fought for noble causes but for profit. He asserted that the real winners in these wars were the industrialists and financiers who exploited conflict for their own gain, not the soldiers or the citizens who got caught in the crossfires. Butler's book resonated with Americans. It was a bold, unvarnished critique of a system where government decisions and private interest intertwined, often at the expense of human life. His words sparked debates about the true cost of war, both economically and morally. Butler wasn't content with just writing about his disillusionment. He took his message directly to the American people. He spoke at public events, testified before Congress, and became an influential voice in early anti-war activism. Butler challenged the government to be transparent about its military ventures, demanding accountability from those who profited off the horrors of war. His call to speak truth to power earned him both admirers and fierce critics. To some, he was a traitor to his country. To others, he was a visionary who saw through the lies of those in authority. Regardless of the controversy, his unwavering commitment to the truth remains a lasting part of his legacy. It wasn't all about the uniform and politics for Smedley Butler. Outside the service, he was a devoted family man, a thoughtful writer, and an individual who continually sought to understand the world around him. Those who knew him described him as a compassionate, principled, and yet a relentlessly curious person about the human condition. In his later years, Butler worked tirelessly to promote the idea that a nation's strength lies not in its military might, but in the ethical convictions of its people. He engaged in philanthropic endeavors and participated in efforts to support veterans, always striving to uplift those affected by the war. His non-professional pursuits, his lectures, public writings, and the genuine care he showed for ordinary citizens all serve to further his belief that true honor comes from standing up for justice regardless of the cost. Major General Smedley Butler's life is a tapestry woven with threads of duty, courage, and unyielding truth. His exceptional military career earned him the respect of his peers and the gratitude of a nation during its darkest hours. But it was his willingness to challenge the establishment after decades of service that truly sets him apart. In today's complex world, his legacy serves as a reminder that loyalty to one's country should never come at the expense of one's principles. Butler's journey compels us to ask, what is the cost of war? Who truly benefits? And how can we, as citizens, hold power accountable? Smedley Butler was more than a war hero. He was a man of action and conscience. He fought for his country with honor, and then he fought for its soul with courage. In a world where speaking out can come at a cost, he stood tall when it mattered most. He dared to tell the truth, even when the truth was uncomfortable, even when it was unpopular, and that is real patriotism. If the story moved you, if it made you think, then don't let it stop here. Like this video to help others discover it. Subscribe to join us in uncovering stories that history books often leave out. And most importantly, share Smedley Butler's message, because the battle for truth never really ends. It just waits for someone brave enough to fight for it. We appreciate you joining us today in this in-depth look at the life of Major General Smedley Butler, a true American hero who dared to question, to protest, and to lead beyond the confines of military duty. Remember, the courage to speak truth to power is something that we all harness. So until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and above all, keep fighting for what's right. Thank you for watching the second episode of History's Heroes. Come back soon and let me know in the comments who you'd like to hear about.